So I'll tell you guys another story. When I was in Cambodia, I would conversate with people on Facebook, stuff like that. Because I knew people knew I was in Cambodia, and I knew people was being nosy about what I was, why I was there and what I was doing there and all that type of stuff. I just knew people would be nosy about that shit. But I didn't know that they was doing it for very vain reasons, obviously. But I remember, you remember, guys, I told you I had two options. I had an option on staying with a so-called family member in Las Vegas, and then I had the option of staying with the hitman in New York, which of course I didn't know he was a hitman. But the family member in Vegas was probably a hit person too, or they either knew somebody that wasn't, that would be a hit person. So I mean, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place coming back from Cambodia. Okay, and if I had my own money, that's why I say this is God's war. It's not my war. Because had I had money, I wouldn't have been around these people whatsoever. He wanted to make sure that all these people get lassoed up and taken out of my life completely, obviously. So he had to throw me in the fire. I mean, genius. I couldn't think of it any better. That's why I ain't God, and that's why I don't want to be. God be playing this shit too close for me, man. Fuck that shit. But anyway, so I was talking. I remember chatting with this so-called family member in Vegas, and the subject of Jehovah's Witnesses had came up, and of course, I always told people about how I grew up and how I didn't get along with these Jehovah's Witness family members. Okay, or I should say they didn't get along with me, because I can get along with anybody. I don't care what your religious doctrine is. They didn't get along with me. So this so-called family member in Vegas goes on to tell me, she said that she heard from some Jehovah's Witness that they were going up underground. Something about the new kingdom being up underground. And I'm like, I said up underground. And the first thing I thought about was the whole, because I kept hearing this reoccurring theme of under children being underground and underground. Like from 2000 and I don't even know, like from 2018 to 2022, it's just like I kept hearing this reoccurring theme of children being underground and was Trump gonna come in and stop it and all that stuff. And I didn't really pay too much thought into it, man, because I just don't let my mind go places that I don't know nothing about. Okay, because your mind can really drift off and you don't even know what the hell is even true or not. But when this so-called family member talked about Jehovah's Witnesses going up underground, I mean, it was almost like, what the fuck? Like it was like something came in my mind. I started thinking about all these movies I had seen, and I said, shit. I said, if they going up underground, that's still supposed to be the kingdom. I said that shit. I don't know if that's hell, but it sure ain't no place good if they going up underground based on all this shit I've been hearing, the last 3 or 4 years, talking about all the trafficking and all this shit. So I mean, oh man. And the devil kept trying to make me forget to tell y'all this, by the way, all day too. And it finally came back up in my head, so I said, let me go ahead and press the record button and talk about this. Cause it's crazy, man. Like how you don't be knowing jack shit, but how things can just kind of connect to throw off light bulbs in your head and shit, man. But that's what this person told me, and I don't know nothing about that. I don't give a fuck about knowing nothing about that. All I know is that this reoccurring theme of underground kept coming up, and so when this so-called relative in Vegas told me that, I mean, it was just like, damn, it was like game over.